Ready to talk some shit?
Episode 10, right?
Episode 10, man.
Episode 10. Like it's
2 months.
It's 2 months.
Yeah.
It feels so good to be out of the single digit numbers.
Finally.
Finally, you know? Like I said.
Yeah.
I've said it before. It feels like we've been doing this for a very long time. Even though it's only been 2 months. 2
months now, yeah.
Yeah. But like it feels like we've been doing this for a long time. So it's like, you know, when we start talking about 14, 15.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
I can't wait for us to hit 100.
Yeah, you've been saying
that. I can't wait for that. That's gonna happen soon. All right. Well, not very soon.
We're only on 10.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we got 90 more episodes before we hit that one.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, here's the great content every week. How about that?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we were at Creej's wedding last week.
Oh yeah, congratulations, Creej.
Yeah, congratulations to Creej.
Tied the knot. There's a joke that goes around. You know, I don't know if you heard it. It was in the movie. First time I saw it, it was in a movie.
Yeah.
You know, and it was Indian guy talking to his uncle. And hypothetically speaking, let me say his name is Rajesh. And then his uncle asks him, Rajesh, your cousin is married. What about you? When are you going to get married? You know you can't be happy forever, eh?
Wow.
So, Creej, you want to be happy forever.
Wow. Yeah, this is coming from a married man. Yeah.
I'm going to be in trouble.
You're sleeping on the couch.
Outside. Anyway,
with the dogs, with the pits.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, congratulations, Creej.
Yeah, congratulations to Creej. You know, we've seen him go from being a bachelor,
yes,
to being this man that he is today.
Yeah,
and yeah.
Just a married
real happy
man
for him. Yeah, so that's why we have dropped 2 episodes today. Episode 9 was supposed to drop last week, but you know, we were caught up, so
we went to a wedding.
We did. So so now, so we have episode 9 and 10. And they've all dropped. All right, so go ahead and enjoy all of that content.
Absolutely awesome, man.
Binge on that.
Absolutely awesome.
We know you missed us.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because it's like you've told us that it's...
You've told us this. Like we, you know...
When is it dropping? What's happening?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything. Boom.
So there you go.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So what happened this week, man?
A couple of things happened. One of the first stories, I don't know when that happened, but like one of the first stories that dropped was the police officer. The police officer. With the Indian man.
Yo, Indians are nice people, man. As in the context of,
yes,
if that was a black,
break it down, please.
If that was a black man,
yeah,
he wouldn't have been like, oh, this police officer is trying to beat me. It wouldn't have gone down like that.
No, it wouldn't have. It would not have.
Hey, there'll be punches flying in it. Because that dude was literally punching him.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with that? And when you look at the comments, everyone's going like, this is hunger. This is what happens when you have...
hungry police officers.
When speed cameras are taking your cash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's ridiculous. But look, Zambia Police. I don't know how many...
You hate Zambia Police, by the way.
Yeah, you like them? What has Zambia Police ever done for you?
What has Zambia Police ever done for me?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, maybe when you lost your NRC or something, you lost a document and, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
you took it to the police and that was supposed to be a free service and they actually made you pay, didn't they?
Maybe pay for what? To report the thing?
Yeah, to give you a report.
It was like $54.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it's supposed to be free, actually.
Oh, so that's... Really?
Yeah.
Is that in the law? Or
it's in the law. It's supposed to be free.
But they give you a receipt. So.
Yeah, but yeah. They do give you a receipt. But just because they give you a receipt doesn't mean you're supposed to pay for it.
But if it's illegal
to
make people pay for reporting a stolen document, why do they give you a receipt? Because the whole point would be they're pocketing the money.
Yeah, well,
but they're not.
It's not like that. This is something that they do or something that they used to do. I don't know if they still do it now, because there was some public outcry about that. It's like, yo, you're not supposed to pay when you lose your NRC to get it back.
Wow.
You're not supposed to pay.
Wow.
So yeah.
Anyway,
but I don't like. Yeah, I don't like them.
Yeah, you don't fuck with the police. Fuck the police. That's the tip you're on.
Look, because of things like this happen, and we never hear these police officers get reprimanded. You know what I mean? Again, we go back to number one, Zambian journalism and poor police officers. All right, do you remember the police officer who shot somebody? A month and a half ago. We talked about that on this podcast. And the thing is, it's like, I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know if he's been arrested.
Who?
I don't know. The police officer.
He got dismissed. Actually, the first
he got dismissed for.
Let's get to the tea. So what happened was, right?
Yeah.
The Inspector General of Police, Kakoma Kanganja, comes out and says, "Oh, this is despicable. This is horrible. You know, we don't condone such behavior." So they said they fired him. They dismissed him from service, right? And then news diggers, unearthed a recording, where Inspector General of Police is saying, get that guy out of Lusaka. Like, transfer him to Shangombo. So this is after they say they fired him.
Yeah.
But then in the recording, he's heard telling people, like, yo, get a truck, get his belongings, and all whatever his immediate family, take him to Shangombo, which is like a remote area in Zambia. So they came out and said, the official statement said they fired him because we ZP don't play.
Yeah.
Right? And then they then come out and say, no, I mean the secret recording, which was only transmitted to like the radio, the police frequency, you know, because only they can hear that shit. Yeah. That's he was heard saying, no, take him to Shangombo. So he wasn't fired.
So he wasn't fired.
They just moved him.
They just moved into a place where...
Yeah. So now the question is that the punishment they give people?
Yeah.
It's like taking you out of Lusaka is
See why Zambia Police is
trash?
See why Zambia Police is trash? Because you're not thinking, all you're thinking about is your person. You're not thinking about the family of the person who was shot. You're not thinking about them. You know?
Wait, are we talking about the person we're talking about the officer with the Indian?
Yeah, but like
you're just adding.
I'm just adding.
Yeah.
The thing is, they don't think about, because if he was somebody else, he would have been taking legal action by now. He should take legal action, because there's no way a police officer is supposed to put their hands on you like that. Yeah, you know.
No right to do that.
No right to.
And then on top of that, he took the man's road tax discs.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Like
I can beat you, and then he's even putting his phone in his pocket to properly beat someone, and I'm like,
idiot. I'm like, wow, bruh. Like that's where you like that's the general behavior of police in this country.
Yeah,
they feel like they can do whatever they want.
Zambia Police, and it's not a police service. They're bullies. As soon as they put on that uniform, they're bullies. They think they can get away with whatever. You know what I mean?
Which they can, actually.
Which they can, and they do.
And they do get away
on a
with
regular basis.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. It's like, how do you just transfer a dude like that? It's just like you've just transferred him. He's not even like suspended without pay.
Nothing.
Yeah. So how is that punishment? There's no punishment.
Yeah. So what does that say about the police officers in Shangombo? Like, how do you feel knowing that where you work is like a dump site for if they don't need you? Yeah. If you're tarnishing the image of the police in Lusaka or
transfer
something.
You to Shangombo.
Yeah, they bring you here. It's like that sucks, man. Fuck.
That sucks. Look, these are the things that people talk about. sometimes that's why people even call for resignations of people like the IG.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, yo,
yeah,
this guy was acting a certain way. You couldn't even suspend him.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna lie that you fired him. You know, then you talk about, oh, he's supposed to be the IG, like the highest police officer in the country. So where's your moral compass,
Exactly.
sir?
Yeah.
You know? So if you can do something like that, you know, somebody's going to be thinking, what if I have a big case? You know, I did something wrong. And then I'm like, no, here's hush money, Mr. IG. Here's a 50,000 kwacha. Make this go away. Make sure the evidence is lost somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? That's when because it brings up moral things.
Yeah, you could ask. You can ask that
those
questions.
It's crazy.
It's a question that can be asked.
Zambia Police is trash.
Yeah,
it is. It is.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to hear some success stories though. Like, when has Zambia Police ever like recovered a phone that somebody lost or?
Apparently they have. There was a friend of mine who said he did.
He did?
His phone, yeah.
But he had to pay them, right?
Yeah.
They ain't doing shit for you until you pay.
And that's the thing. It's like they're very good when you pay them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They're very good. I got into a fight one time. Right? I got into a fight. Got beat up.
Of course you got beat up.
Got jumped by 4 or 5 guys.
Shit, what were you doing, bro? God damn, you can't start a story like that, bro. What the fuck did you do?
We got into a fight. I was with 2 other niggas. All right? I was with 2 other niggas and then we got into a fight. And then the 2 other niggas I was with chickened out. Like immediately.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? And then the other 3 guys obviously bucked up and they were like, yo, let's go for this nigga.
Yeah.
And then there's some other 2 guys who are coming in a taxi. I think there was an older brother to one of the dudes. Who? And then it just got crazy.
Oh shit! So they fucked you up crazy, huh?
Yeah,
did you fuck up one of them? And you know how it is, like when niggas are coming with a mob shit, all you have to do is just fuck up one of them, and it sends a message. It's
I
like
fucked up one of them, but the problem was, it's like it was too many.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like I'm not even trying to. Dude picked up a whole bunch of rocks. He was hitting me all over the head. You know, it was hectic.
Damn.
All right. I could literally see my other friend walking away.
Wow.
He was walking away. Like he took a walk and went back to County Square.
So were you pleading for your life?
No, like I just ran away. I ran into someone's yard.
Nigga, that ain't hip hop, man. That ain't hip hop. Huh?
That's Charlemagne, man. When you see a bunch of niggas, I am not Bruce Lee. You know what I mean? If you watch Jackie Chan movies, even Jackie Chan, when it's like it's 2 people, he's handling that. When it's like 4 or 5, he's running. You know what I mean? He's running.
Nigga, Bruce Lee would fuck all of those niggas up.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Whatever, man.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan runs.
No, but Jackie Chan fucks him up, though.
He fucks him up in it, but he's running, though. So I ran. Because I thought my friends would have my back, but they didn't. You know, the chicken shit. Yeah. So I went to the police, obviously. I had that written up, whatever. One of the dudes I was with was like, oh, no, let's go.
Nigga, you went to the police?
So
man, fuck you, bro. Like, you ain't hip-hop, man. You literally just lost your credibility.
So we went to the police.
Wow.
Got that stuff written down and blah, blah, blah.
No. You snitched.
Got that stuff written down. Blah, 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 blah.
Fanatik's a snitch.
Yes, I am.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I am 120% a snitch.
God damn, bro. That ain't hip-hop.
What do you mean that ain't hip-hop?
That ain't hip-hop.
That's dumb.
What you mean?
Bro,
you gotta be
in the United States of America. In the United States of America, with your red t-shirt that you're wearing right now, if a blood rose up in your house, shoots your sister, removes his mask and says, what's up, Chromez, and then goes back to his neighborhood, and you know this nigga, you can snitch.
Yeah. You have to go fuck him up. You go kill his sister too.
Yeah, but if you can't, if you're not about that life.
Well, I am about that life, Fanatik. I'm about
There are people who are not about that
it.
life.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I ain't about that life.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
So that's no snitching. That's how far it goes. To me, it's just dumb. It's like, you know, the person who did your family wrong and he's right there and he's scot free, and you have a family member who's dead and you can't say it's like, oh, he's the one who killed. It doesn't make sense.
So you go to the police.
So I went to the police and
snitched. Yeah.
yeah, I snitched.
Yeah.
And I told them what happened, blah, 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 blah. They're like, okay, come back tomorrow. Open the docket and everything. And then they tell me what? Okay, you know where they're found? I was like, yes. Okay. It's just, there's no transport right now, so just book a taxi. Swear.
And you booked the taxi.
Nah, nigga. Why? I didn't have cab money. I'm like, nah, I'm
so
gonna
further
be like,
proving that Zambia Police is
it's
trash.
trash.
Man.
So like that's how that case
So
is.
wait a minute. No. Why is the police your first go-to? I know you had a couple of pussy-ass friends who couldn't help you fuck up some niggas. Yeah. You know what I mean? But you didn't have other friends that you could go to and be like, yo, we'll fuck you niggas up.
No, I didn't.
Like, because on the streets, man, what the hip-hop thing to do would have been to, like, be like, oh, fuck you niggas, I know you, but I'm going to come through with my clique and we're going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
But you didn't do that. You went to the police.
Yeah, I went to the police.
What were you expecting?
What do you mean?
I mean, did they ask you why the fight started?
Yeah.
And you said what?
Niggas were being rowdy in the neighborhood. Because we passed in their road. So apparently they didn't like us or some shit. And then they said some shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So who was the one that responded to that shit that they said? Was it you? Because you're saying you were walking through their street, they didn't like you niggas.
Yeah, we were walking through the street, and they literally came in front of us. You understand what I'm saying? They were drunk. They were rowdy. There were already bottles around, and then they started throwing bottles close to our feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
dumbass
rowdy,
shit.
dumbass shit.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, this niggas is obviously looking for a fight.
Yeah.
I got two niggas here. One is from PHI, the other nigga's from Conda Square. Come on now. We're going to square that. It's about to go down. I was already tipsy. My two niggas were already tipsy, but like they did not want any smoke.
Wow.
That particular day. So that's how I stopped hanging out with PHI niggas and started hanging out with Tinderi niggas.
Yeah, that's where the real niggas are.
Yeah. And nobody ever touched me after that. Nobody.
Not because you were a thug, but because you were hanging out with
because I was hanging out with some.
So did you ever take revenge? So you just got your ass beaten, that's it?
That was it, bro.
So nigga, you just walking around with an L?
Yeah.
Fuck.
What am I supposed to do?
You gotta go back and beat their asses.
I don't even know where to find them, my nigga.
Facebook.
How am I gonna find them on Facebook?
Look for them, bro. You never did know.
I don't know their names. I don't know. Like, I have no idea.
I don't know what you're supposed to do. You gotta do something.
Those niggas are probably somewhere in PHI. or not even PHI. Got corporate jobs or something. This is a long time ago.
Hey, man. Run up
corporate
in
jobs.
Run up in that house, my G.
With two kids or something like that. You know, I probably bumped into him at Jazz or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's sad, man.
It is what it is, man.
Walking around with an L and shit.
Have pussy ass niggas as friends.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That's what happens.
But yeah, moral of the story with that police dude. So in that situation, you know, like we've been talking about how, like, why is it that people like to take shit to social media all the time?
Yeah,
you know, and we'll get into that. I think that's one of the situations where I think it's kind of acceptable, where you've got evidence that, you know, because if you roll up to the police and say one of your people did this shit, they probably won't believe you.
They won't believe you.
They'll
be like, watch Tachani.
Exactly. Yeah, what did you do to cause him to do all that shit?
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
So that's like one of the few times where, like, yo, you need a camera. So now the question, I asked this question on Facebook. I was like, the only time police officers are held accountable for their actions is when they're caught on camera.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you related to the situation at Yunza where Vespas died because of the actions of some irresponsible police officers. We're still waiting.
We're still waiting.
The family is still waiting for investigations to reap any results
Yeah.
to find some shit. But at this point, we're probably sure that it's never gonna come out.
It's never gonna come out. It's
So
never gonna come out. It'll probably take a minister or I don't know, a president to actually say. But
and that's
yeah, and that's where we say it's like it's not going to happen because then it's sort of like the police are seen as an arm of government. You understand what I'm saying? So if they start instituting proper investigations and then they admit it's like, oh yeah, she died because it was our fault, we did this. It's sort of like the government admitting being responsible for the death of somebody. Then the question is, what do you do about it? Then you have to start talking about compensation and money and all of these different things.
Yeah.
Not like you can replace her life, but her family has to be paid somehow.
Something needs to happen.
Something needs to happen.
Yeah.
Because somebody died and it's somebody's fault, and it shouldn't take that long for you guys to figure that out.
So police officers, so the police force or police service, whatever it is, they're obviously withholding information because we know for a fact that when they're deploying, well, I don't know this for a fact, but I would think it's the logical thing to do. When you deploy people to go to a specific place, you have each and every one of their names down for accountability.
Yeah.
This is not only if they go out there and fuck up, but if, I don't know, maybe one of the students has a gun and shoots one of the police officers.
Yeah.
You want to be able to know who are these officers that went to this place to do this job.
Yeah.
So you need accountability to know. So they've got the names. I think the logical thing is they've got the names of the people that went there.
I'm sure they do.
And they probably know who
Yeah.
did what they did.
Yeah.
It's just sitting on that. So now the thing is, they're not releasing this information because they're trying to save face. All right. Yeah. So I was saying, I know they're withholding this information to save face, but wouldn't it be better? Like it's like I feel like if they just owned up to their shit,
Yeah.
people will probably respect them more, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But they don't think like that because then people have to get fired.
What's wrong with firing people?
I don't know. Ask the IG.
It's like you can
He's the
fire.
one who's afraid to fire somebody who did something wrong. He tells everybody else he was fired, and then you find out that
He's just transferred to some other place.
So why are you afraid to fire people?
Yeah, it's weird. Super weird. super weird. All right, so hopefully, I don't know what it's gonna take for us to get some justice, but
justice for Vespers needs to come through.
yeah,
I mean that's a no-brainer. You know what I mean?
yeah,
We need to keep talking about that. We need to keep pressure on these people.
straight.
Standard.
All right, what else you want to talk about, bro?
We're talking about, we mentioned anyway, cameras
Yeah,
and
people walking
the pros
around
and cons and all of that. Okay, how a camera caught somebody who was beating a citizen.
Yeah.
Police officer beating
Police
a
officer.
citizen.
Brian Nkoma,
Yeah,
Constable Brian Nkoma.
there you go. And then there was another thing. There was another incident that happened during the course of this week where there's a video taken of a man who has allegedly caught his wife cheating, his wife or girlfriend or whatever it is. All right. And he's basically calling her a prostitute and all of that. And the crazy thing is there's all of this drama happening, and then people obviously whip out their phones and start recording, right?
Yeah,
And then he starts holding her up, holding her face,
yeah,
so that people can see who she is and then post her.
yeah.
And then he's actually encouraging people to send any video, move it up on Facebook, put it on Facebook, put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram.
So you didn't give a
and
fuck.
all of that. Like he didn't care. And this is his person. This is his wife.
Yeah.
You know? And he's holding her up like she's fighting, trying to cover her face, but he is holding her up. Basically, it's like, yo, don't cover your face.
Yeah.
And all of that shit. Like, And I was sitting there thinking, what the hell is wrong with this person?
Yeah.
What is wrong with us? Because this is not the first time something like this is happening. The other time, it was the whole the man, the colored gentleman.
Yeah.
With
Who
the
was
gym
posting up
trainer. His wife was cheating on him with with a gym trainer and all of that. And then he got their conversations and then went to see the young man. Apparently, information coming out is that he actually went with police officers.
But we mentioned that, like the guy who was talking.
He sounded like a cop.
Yeah, I
didn't believe that he was a cop, but like he actually went with police officers.
Yeah, and they helped.
That's
him
a fact.
Fuck the dude up.
Yeah.
Ah.
He went with police officers, and they beat up the guy.
So the police officers beat him up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beat up the guy, and then they took the video of him admitting.
So he booked a cab for them, and then they went to his house.
He's got the money. He probably booked 2 cabs because he didn't know how big the gym trainer was, you know. He probably booked 2 cabs and, you know, rode up to the guy and all of that.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, even when that incident happened, I was like, why are you bringing your stuff to social media? What is the point? What are you trying to prove?
Yeah.
Your wife cheated on you. So what?
Exactly.
So what? That's your wife. That's not our wife.
Yeah. Like I don't get it, man. It's like we're living our lives through a smartphone screen. Like it's fucking weird. Like, what justification or validation are you looking for?
I don't know.
To put up your wife online like that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and here's the thing, and we always say this, it's like, at some point you might feel like, you know what, like, yeah, she's human, she fucked up, everyone messes up, and then you probably want to patch things up.
Yeah.
But then you've embarrassed her online.
Yeah.
Now you look stupid.
Of course.
You know? So, and on top of that, it's like, when I was watching that, I was like this is trying to embarrass her, but he's kind of just embarrassing himself.
He's embarrassing himself.
You know? So now when you want to piece things up with your wife, what, are you gonna put up another video telling people that we're good now? Like what? Like when?
I mean, if you're gonna do that, then it's only right.
Yeah.
You owe us.
You owe us that shit.
You owe us that.
We're invested.
Because now we want to know what happened with that. We want to know.
Yeah.
Because you're doing, look, this is not to justify cheating on all of that. The woman is wrong. You know what I mean?
She is. But we need to point that out.
Number one, you didn't call us to your wedding. We didn't see that shit. You didn't broadcast that shit to freaking social media. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had her, you had sex with her and all of that. You probably have kids. Whatever it is. You know? But the thing is, it's like, why are you adamant to show us when she's made a mistake? You know? How many times has she been good to you? Why didn't you put that shit on social media? It's like, look at this shit. This woman cooked me a 3-course meal. God damn it, I got a good wife. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it be nice to do something like that?
Yeah.
But like, you show us when she's messed up and all of that, and then things like this. You remember there was a suicide note that came out after that, after the whole gym trainer incident.
Yeah.
And the thing is, people's threshold and tolerance for certain things is different. You know, she might see that. Or she might go to her Facebook or social media, and then her friends are calling her and say, "Hey, finish watch that. What have you done? What have you done? What have you done?" You know, we keep hearing about this.
Yeah.
Is it true that you were cheating? Is it true that you were cheating? Other family members might call her names and all of that.
Of course.
And then, for some reason, because she might not have a skin as thick as you and I, she might decide to take her life.
That's possible.
And the responsibility would squarely be on you who put it on social media.
Yeah.
Or who was encouraging people to take videos.
I guess people don't think of things like that. It's like, I get it, he was mad. He was pissed off, and people do stupid things when they're angry, but like, like when people, like in the African tradition, we have lessons. At least they have marriage counseling or whatever. They tell you how to handle shit. Yeah, they always tell you to deal with things in your bedroom.
Yeah.
No matter how crazy things get. You know what I mean? Here's the thing, so let's talk about this shit, right? It's like, if your wife cheats on you, we've established that the first course of action is to see the guy, because that's hip-hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go see the guy.
Go see the guy.
Yeah, like, you know, if we're gonna scrap, let's scrap.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, you know, there's the conversation you have with your lady.
Yeah.
Because we obviously don't condone violence against women. So what's that conversation supposed to be like? Like, how does that conversation go?
Why? Why? I think that's the one question that if somebody cheats on you, I've been cheated on before. You know what I mean? Not by my wife. Keep that in mind.
Yeah,
I've been cheated on before by a girlfriend, and the one thing I wanted to know is why? Why did you? You know, because the first thing that you think about is like, oh, you obviously stepped out because you're missing something here.
Yeah. So what is it? So why was she stepping out? Did she tell you?
Nah, she was just excited. She was young, man. She saw some of my cool dudes from Thorn Park.
Wow.
She kissed the dude? I don't know, but like I think later on after we broke up, because we broke up after that, she continued seeing the dude.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, she continued seeing the dude.
Fuck.
So the first thing that you want to know is why. Yeah. Especially if you're in a husband-wife situation. Because obviously after 10 years or whatever, y'all get tired of each other, y'all have gained some weight, you don't look the same, you know, the bedroom arrangement is not as exciting as it used to be.
Yeah.
You know, all of those things. It could be a bunch of things, you know, but like people always make do with whatever it is.
Yeah. Because
sometimes compromises and all of that, whatever. But the first question that you want to know is why.
And then you ask if she sucked his dick.
Now, in Chromez's books, that's the first question you ask, because that would determine the
course of action. Yes. That affects the kind of conversation we're gonna have. Because if you sucked his dick, it's God damn it. That's how you know it's like, wait.
I don't think we can resuscitate this marriage.
This is just like you have destroyed our marriage with your mouth.
Because then I'm going to buy bananas. And then when I see you eating that banana, oh, I will be thinking about But like, no more buying bananas, no more sausage in this house.
Straight. We ain't
no
doing
Hungarian.
That. If you're gonna have like sausage, you better chop it up before you eat it.
Chop it up.
Yeah. But yeah, like on a serious note, it's like I feel like we should never let emotions like anger control us, man. Like, and anyway, just on top of that, it's just I think the culture is just everything just seems to be revolving around the internet, you know. And I don't know if it's a thing of when guys see other men expose their wives or something online, they feel like I can do that too one day. Like, what the fuck is that? Where does that come from? Because that's obviously coming from somewhere.
Maybe, man. Look, I wanted to say no because I'm a logical individual. But like, there are obviously some fools out there.
Yeah.
Just like,
people so gullible.
I can put that movie. You know,
he's probably been threatening her. Like, yo, if I catch you, I'm putting you online.
Yeah. But like, to what end? You know, I've said this before. Look, think about it and then decide what. Okay, after I put it on social media, and then, and then what?
Yeah,
you're just going to be known. It's like, look, we're in Osaka. Y'all sounded like you're on the Copa Belt or something. You know, we won't even know what's going on with you.
Yeah.
But if in the streets that you live or whatever,
yeah,
they will know.
Straight.
It's that one. She will be known for that. People will whisper, people will laugh, and all of that. Kids, because Facebook is not limited to elderly people.
Yeah,
you know. So there's 12-year-old, 13-year-old kids. It was like, that's the auntie who was being
exactly.
You know,
yeah, it's just
you don't need that drama.
You know, just I don't understand it. It's weird.
It's dumb. It's dull.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
It's the same as just leaking somebody's news. Because you see, the problem with that is you're fucking the game up for some of us who are single out here. You were trying to get some pictures. Now we can't get them because of you motherfuckers. God damn. Huh? The game is wild out here, bro.
They'll be like, yo, send me some pictures. Like, nope. No.
It's too much ammunition.
Too much ammunition. You know.
But like, you know what? Like, what's funny is we've seen videos emerge of women, you know, taking pictures of videos of themselves and sending them to dudes. Why the hell did they have their faces in that?
Yeah, like the last one that dropped. Was it this week or last week?
I don't know, bro. Probably last week. I don't know.
Yeah, did you see it?
The one in the bathtub?
Yeah.
With the leg up and shit?
Leg up? I don't know.
A lady that worked in the bank?
No, colored. This is the colored woman, popular night spot thingy magic.
Yeah, there's that one, but there's another one.
There's another one.
There's a few out there, man. There's a few.
Really?
There's a few of them out there.
Yeah, I just saw that one.
Now here's the thing: the one with the the popular night spot out there.
Yeah.
So they actually pieced it up.
There you go.
So the story is this married woman was sending. Well, she's cheating. She's allegedly cheating on her husband.
Yeah.
Who is a well-known guy out here.
Yeah.
Because he's part owner of one of the most popular spots out here in Osaka.
Yeah.
And so the wife apparently was sending videos to some dude, and then somebody found them and leaked them. The nude videos and stuff like that. So it's emerged that they pieced it up, like
there you go.
The man and the wife. So it's like in that instance, and that's why like that's like the best course of action. You talk about it. Yeah. They probably had a proper conversation.
Yeah.
Maybe it was damage control, whatever it was.
But
the perception is they sat down, had a conversation, and they decided to stay together. So it's the same thing with the dude who was dragging the lady on the floor with like trying to show her on video and stuff. It's like, talk to her. If she doesn't want to be with you anymore, leave. That's all. Or let her bounce. When has an announcement ever been made that there's a shortage of women out here?
Not at all. There's a whole bunch of women.
There's a lot of women.
Yeah.
And also with the lady, I feel like I don't want to get into psychoanalyzing what reasons that people cheat and all of that, but it's like if you feel like you don't want to be in that situation, split. Especially like after what he did to you, like you have all the reasons to just be out of that situation.
Just bounce.
Yeah,
because if somebody's gonna treat you like that, for me, it's sort of a tip of the iceberg.
Yeah,
because it doesn't look like he's a loving, caring person. I get he was upset.
Yeah.
I get he was upset and all of that. Mm-hmm. But even with the whole gym trainer thing, we never saw a video emerging of him beating up his wife, dragging his wife around and all that. Yeah. He was mad and he went to see the dude with police officers. Yeah. And that's what he did. That's how he handled that situation. He probably didn't talk to his wife, or he left for 2 weeks or whatever it is that he did.
Yeah.
But he didn't go and embarrass his wife because it's one of those situations. If you don't want to be with me, bounce. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. All right. So
damn it.
People need to stop bringing their shit to social media, man. Like that story you were telling me about some dude who. So break that story down.
So. I saw this on social media again on Facebook, and the crazy thing is, there was a dude who was basically saying that he posted up a picture of a very, very beautiful girl, and he said that he is exposing her.
Exposing her for what? What did the lady do?
he was exposing her. So this dude says that he was exposing this girl, very beautiful girl, and he said that he met her in the club, okay, like on a Saturday, and then Monday, met her in the club on a Saturday, got her number and everything, and then popped up on a Monday and started talking to us, like, hey, hi, how you doing?
Yeah,
blah 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 blah. What's good?
The follow up.
Yes, and then the first thing she says is like, I'm okay. I'm asking for money. And then he says,
what?
Okay. Money for what? And then she goes like, I want to buy a nurse's watch. It's 60 kwacha.
Yeah.
She's obviously a student. You know, and I know about this because my sister's doing nursing.
Yeah.
You know, and they need you to get the whole shabowski.
So it is $60?
It is $60. All right. So she's like, I'm asking for 60 kwacha. And then he says, but I just started talking to you right now. I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah,
you know,
that ain't hip hop.
So she's you can tell she immediately goes cold, and she's like, yo, okay, then it's fine. I'll make another plan. You know, so it's like, yo, you know, no need to be like that. You know, it's just that I just met you. She's like, nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
And then she wasn't replying to his messages or something. Like...
And then after that, there was silence, and then he just decided, you know what? Let me put her on Facebook.
Oh, God damn it.
Because I just met this girl, and she's asking me for money.
Wow. So, in your...
Is there an amount of time you need to take before you can ask somebody for money?
I think so.
Because you've been in that situation before.
I have.
You remember that?
Yeah.
You remember the person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember the person?
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, like...
I just...
What's... Look, it's the same as a dude meets a chick up. Let's reverse the roles. They meet on a Saturday. Monday, he's like, yo, when are we fucking?
You think it's the same though?
Because you want something from somebody, and you just so you don't want to waste time. Just get straight to the point. Yeah,
but she must have been very desperate though.
I think she could have explained it, but if she just came up and said, "Oh, I need $60 to buy a watch," that just sounds like somebody that's just used to asking for shit, and she always gets it because she's pretty.
Yeah,
and then And she tried it with a nigga. It was like, wait a minute, like because you know what, guys are stupid. Niggas will just be like, oh, great, because like if you have motives, you'd be like, yo, this will probably give me some chance, like you know, gives me a chance to get in them draws.
Yeah,
so hey, here's $60. Buy, in fact, not 60. Here's $200.
$200.
Buy yourself a watch.
Yeah.
Then go out there and have some lunch or some shit. You know, buy some airtime and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guys do that all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll like overlook, because I think that's kind of immoral, honestly, to ask for shit. Somebody you just met. Come on, bro.
I always,
that's fucking weird.
In my single days, I always got turned off by girls who did that. It could have been a small amount as 5 kwacha talk time back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just that. Especially
talk time, man. Like,
it's like, I just met you. Can we at least have a conversation? Can I decide I like you first?
Yeah.
Before, you know, like, let me even decide I like you. Let me decide I like talking to you. Let me get to that point at least and be like, you know what? I think she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, I can slide her $60, no problem. Yeah. I mean, a whole bunch of girls obviously came on the comments and they were like, "Oh, really? You're exposing her for 60 kwacha? You're exposing her for you know? It's
not about the $60. It's just the moral behind it. It's like you can't do that.
You can't do that.
And here's the thing. Like, I think there's just certain ways you can approach the situation. I think it's possible for you to ask for money, because sometimes it's wild. Like, you just don't have anywhere to go.
Yeah.
And there's this dude you just met. He seems cool. But it's like, how do you approach it? You'd be like, yo, I know we just met.
Yeah.
Acknowledge the fact, like, yeah, I understand this is out of the ordinary. And then, but this is my situation. Make up a lie. Say I was supposed to get money from my parents, it hasn't come through. Even say lend me some money.
Yeah, and I'll
give you back.
You can totally go that route. It's like, if I don't have my nurse's watch, I can't attend classes.
Straight, guilt trip the motherfucker.
Yeah,
but don't just come out like
because then it looks like then the guy wants to take care of the situation
because it's guys.
Because it's a situation. As guys
want to feel. You want to be like responsible.
Responsible. I can handle.
I can hold you down, baby,
and all of that.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's if there's a backstory and all of that, it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
All right. Now don't start lying to men.
Hey man, people lying already, man. Fuck. Just lie better. Like I don't know.
It's crazy. but for me, that first question, it wasn't even about how could he expose her or whatever. That's a totally different story. The first question that popped into my mind is like, how long are you supposed to take before you can start asking for money? From a dude.
Like, how about not ask for money anyway?
You think girls is not asking for money? Or they shouldn't?
I don't know. Like, I think people that should. Anyway, let me not say don't ask for money, because people will do that. But I guess we have to know. Let's get to know each other first. You know what I mean? Like, let me feel like you're my friend. Like maybe come through for me on something. Not even money. Like just if maybe I needed I've got a problem and I need somebody to talk to. You're there and you give me some advice. Like. All I'm saying is, like, take me out for dinner first before you fuck me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, take me out for lunch.
Don't start reaching into my wallet. And then you're gonna be like, hi, how are you? It's like, I'm good. Wallet. And it's like, you kind of, I think that's the feeling, It's sort of like literally just saying, hi, how are you? You okay? Yeah. And then somebody starts reaching into your pocket.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what the hell are you doing?
Like, this is not how we're playing. This is not how we roll. Yeah, but it's the same with dudes. Like, but then, like I was saying, like guys are stupid.
Yeah.
And she's probably done that before. And this is just generally how some guys' minds work. And I said it. It's like, she's asking for something. If I give her the shit.
Yeah.
I might get, and that's all with the motive that you have getting into the friendship that you're trying to build with this person.
Yeah.
Because he met her in the club.
Yeah.
You don't know what happens in the club.
We don't know what happens in the club. She probably walked past and was like, nah.
Yeah.
That ass.
Yeah, that ass though. So, But then at the end of the day, it's just stupid to take it to social media, though.
Yeah, it was.
The fuck are you thinking, bro?
That was weak sauce, bro.
Come on. Like, what sort of insecurities do you have? Like, what? Here's the thing. Like, validation. Like, what validation are you looking for? Like, it's not like people need to stop doing this shit where things that didn't happen online get taken online.
I don't get it too. Isn't this the weirdest thing?
It's like, is social media the new reality? Like, that's the real world now? Is that what it is? Because if niggas are really thinking that, then they're fucking lying to themselves.
Yeah. People want likes, bro.
Yeah, gosh.
People want likes, and they're going out of their way to get these likes. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's some bullshit, and that guy has to be ashamed of himself for behaving like that. Like, that's... Like, what kind of insecurities do you have, bro? Like, what are you what is that supposed to compensate for? Like, if you didn't want to give her the money, you could have just said, yeah, oh, cool, I'm not giving you the money.
I'm not giving you the money. I don't like people who ask me for 60 kwaches.
Yeah, I don't like people that, seem to be wanting to be taking advantage of a friendship.
Yeah.
Or like, if that's how you're thinking, then let it be and move on.
Yeah.
Go to the club next week Saturday and find somebody else.
Yeah.
That's not going to ask you for money after 2 days of knowing each other.
Absolutely.
You know?
So to that girl who was embarrassed like that, please come see us. We got you $60.
Yeah. Please find her. We got $60. We can buy her that watch.
Yeah, we got you.
And no motives behind it.
No motives. You don't even have to give us your number.
Nothing.
Your number.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Like, I remember there was one time, and I guess this is just how society is wired. It's like people, we're like live in this world where we always think people want something from us.
Yeah.
So people just can't do something nice for you.
Yeah.
And not want something in return. Like, I used to hang out with a friend. Remember the Nigerian dude I used to hang out with, who was pretending to be somebody's son, a billionaire's son. Did I tell you the story?
No.
Yeah, I can't really talk about it too much, but yeah, there's this dude who was pretending to be one of, like, a son of one of the richest people in Africa.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't know this.
Oh.
I thought he was legit.
Oh.
Because, you know, we'd go to the club and this nigga's buying bottles for days.
There you
and
go.
shit, you know what I mean? We're chilling. And it just seemed legit. Like, he's on private jets and all of that stuff. And then, you know, eventually we found out that he was a fraud and all of that stuff. And we were actually being trailed by, like, the Secret Service. But I had smelt the fish. I was like, there's something wrong here. So I stopped hanging out with him. I just pulled myself away from that circle. And then eventually we heard the story. It's like, yo, that dude, they got him. This is the real story. The people he was hanging out with, they got locked up for like a month. So if I didn't stop chilling with that dude,
been one of those.
I'd have been one with, like, yeah.
Wow.
I just sense, I'm all about energy, man. There was just something wrong with that situation. I pulled myself away from that. And not even like 2 or 3 weeks later, crackdown.
There you go. There you go.
So one time we were moving from one of the popular joints out here to another popular joint at night, you know, club hopping. And then we found this girl. She was a very pretty girl, you know, big booty and everything, the type that we like. She was stuck at the traffic lights because she ran out of gas.
Oh, there you go.
So we're like, yo, what's going on? Oh, this is my situation, blah, blah, blah. So sent one of the guys to go to the filling station, the gas station, like, yo, go and get some gas, like in a can, whatever, yeah. And then while we're there, we're having conversations with her, and she was super cool, you know? Like, oh, no, I was at home with a dude, we were watching Passion of the Christ.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you watching Passion? Like, you invited a dude over, and you were watching Passion of the Christ.
She likes him, and she didn't want to spoil it by him getting some.
Yo.
So it's like, let's just watch Jesus.
Bruh.
Let us watch Jesus get crucified. Because it's like, you are a sick dog if you get turned on while watching Passion of the Christ, my G.
Hey, you'd be like, yo, you want me to nail you down like Jesus?
I am moving away from Chromez before he gets struck down by the Lord. All right, I am moving. Yo.
Hey, there's some sick motherfuckers out here, man.
No.
You want me to put up my whips and chains? Come on. No? All right, cool.
No.
So anyway, they were watching Passion of the Christ together, and we were just laughing about it. It's like, oh, so you knew this nigga wanted to get some, but you put on that movie to, you know, stop any kind of weird situation. She was denying it. She was like, no, we just like the movie. We were talking about it or something. So whatever.
Yeah. Cool.
So she was just a cool chick.
Yeah.
So the guys come back. We put gas in a car, filled her tank up. The guys had to go like 2 times. Just give her like a full tank, bro.
Oh, there you go.
You know? So afterwards, she stood there and she's like, so after, like, you know, everything done.
Yeah.
So there was just like this weird,
awkward.
Yeah. She thought, you know, one of the niggas was gonna make a move or something. We're like, no, we're just helping you out. Like, you know, have a good night. And we left.
Yeah.
So there's people that can do shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because we don't expect that. We're not even that nice anymore.
No.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid back in Avondale, the time I had a car, this is Avondale, I remember this, and then you'd find somebody walking. Keep in mind, this is probably 90s. So there's not that many cars on the road. There are not a lot of cars on the road. So you see somebody walking down the street, and then you've seen them around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You'd stop, give them a lift, and take them to town.
Straight.
You know what I mean? We used to do that. People don't do that anymore.
No.
People, I don't do that. I be like, yo, do I look like I want to get jacked? No.
I know this movie. I've seen this movie before.
You know, and then if you pick up a lady again, you know, it'd be like, it's a bit of a weird situation. It's like, what do you want? Why are you picking me up? Where do you want to take me? And all of that. You know.
So we're just in this world where that's the situation.
That's the situation. You know?
Yeah. Now, speaking of people wanting things from people, there's this pastor situation.
Oh, yeah.
The 3 pastors that got arrested because they scammed a woman out of her money.
Yeah.
So 3 pastors. One of them popularly known as Bishop John General of Miracle Impact Ministries. His wife, Pastor Maureen Kakwende, and the another dude, his name is Paul Kambazo, but he's popularly known as Pastor Paul Fire. Right. So they say that in March of 2016, a lady named Matilda Mwanza, age 43, from Lusaka, met Pastor Paul Fire. And she had a toothache. So she was seeking divine intervention for a toothache.
Okay.
I feel like you could have just gone to the dentist, but it's cool. It's fine. We're not gonna, it's fine. Yeah. So what happened was Pastor Paul Fire had information that this lady who had a toothache had a check worth 70,000 kwacha, right? So she was told to spend a night at the church, and while she was there, she was approached by the pastor's wife, Maureen, who advised her to open an account the following day, and so they went together. So you know how it is. It's like, oh, these are people of God, so you trust them. So they go to the bank to open an account, and then after she got an ATM card. You know, they give you an ATM card like immediately. And then she withdrew 40,000 kwacha from her account. That's the lady with the toothache.
Yeah.
And then she was then told to pay a tithe worth 21,000 kwacha. And this was in advance for 4 months. So she was paying tithe in advance.
Okay.
Do people do that? Is that like a normal thing?
No.
You can do that?
No.
She paid 21K. And then the pastor's wife kept the ATM card.
Wow.
So she was like, oh, we're keeping this. And then, you know, she was waiting to get healed. Didn't happen. So she just went to UTH and she got treatment, and then she felt she got better. And then after a while, she got her ATM card back from the pastor's wife. Tried to go and withdraw money from her account and find there was no money.
There you go.
There was no money in the account. Baby. So then this trio, this band of thieves got arrested on the 15th at around 16 hours. And then they were kept in police custody, but then they were released on bond. So, yeah, that's the situation right there. And you see what the funny thing is, the bishop of the church, what's his name? John General. Was actually pictured. He was seen in a picture with our mayor of the city of Lusaka.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's like, he just seems to find himself in weird situations. But yeah, so people get swindled like that. Now, I've never been that kind of person who's that trusting in people. No matter how close they say they are to God.
Look, number one. Look.
So my question is, what goes on in the minds of people when they go out trusting people like this? Like 100%, where you can give your ATM card to another person.
You're dull.
And give them your PIN, and they can get your money.
You're dull. It's not two ways about it. Because you said she had how much?
70,000.
70,000 kwacha, right? 10% is your tithe.
Yeah.
10% of 70,000 kwacha is 7,000 kwacha. That's all she needed to pay.
No, but she was paying 4 months in advance. That's
yeah, but
how it
like,
came
why are
to
you
21.
paying in advance? It's because it's like, if you're paying in advance, right, that means you're receiving other 70,000 kwacha kwacha payments. But that sounds like it was she had the 70,000 kwacha. All right, so why are you paying for something that you have not received?
There you go.
Because even, look, this is the Bible. If that woman had read her Bible, she would know.
Yeah.
Okay, it says when you get it, 10% is the Lord's. That's it.
Yeah.
Not the one you don't have. You understand what I'm saying?
The one you haven't received.
The one you haven't received. How you tithing off money you haven't received?
Yeah.
That is just absolutely insane.
So how do you can you call yourself a Christian then if you don't understand basic things like that?
You could be a Christian, but like, you're just an ignorant Christian. You could be an employee, but be an ignorant employee, and I don't know, you don't know what the minimum wage. So they'll pay you 200 kwacha. You know, you're still walking around like, oh, I got a job, I get paid a salary, but you're not getting paid what you are due.
Yeah,
it's as simple as that. Look, number two, I hate these people who use God, these con men who are using God as a front to basically conduct this activities. They're con men. That's what it is.
Straight.
And then they use God because they know Zambians nalesa, you know. All you have to do, I'm my brother, my sister, with their host voices.
Just DMX it.
My brother, my sister. Oh, I can see it. Nah, my nigga, you're a con man.
Yeah.
All right, and the fact that you're using the Bible and you're using God.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You should be in the hotter part of hell.
These are the people who make it difficult for people who are probably, contemplating on becoming, like a full-time Christian, you know what I mean? And then you hear shit like that, and it's like,
I'm a pastor.
Yeah, I haven't been to church in a very long time.
Yeah, know that. And
it's stories like this that just, I'm like, nope, you ain't getting me. Because for me, it's like, I'm always, some people say, no, don't do what the person does, listen to what they say. It's like, nah, for me, the messenger is just as important as the message itself.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. There shouldn't be any gray lines when that is, they shouldn't be at all. Because you can be a dodgy as hell and then you're calling yourself a Christian. How? How does that happen? It's we're not saying it's like these guys are gonna be squeaky clean and perfect, but like, you can easily tell when somebody is working on themselves and trying to be better and all of those different things. There's a difference to somebody who steals money, gets an ATM card and swipes it indiscriminately, finishes some poor woman's money that she needs for herself or her kids, her relatives, and all of that. But you don't care about that. You know what I mean?
What's Christian about that?
What's Christian about? There's nothing. That's 120%. And then you using God.
Yeah.
Hate it. Lock these niggas up. Throw away the key.
Yeah. But they probably won't.
They probably won't.
Yeah.
I don't know how this woman is going to get back her money, but she needs to get back her money.
Oh, she has to get up.
She has to get
Hey, man, I'm showing up every Sunday. You're giving me the offering.
You're giving, yeah, absolutely.
It's like, hell yeah, you passed 100%. Give me my shit back. Fuck you guys.
Because it's like, if I was me, maybe if she's not married, she doesn't have a man in her life, somebody, relatives who can help her out, I'd even go to the extent of paying a nigga. It's like, look, I will be breaking you off a certain percentage every single Sunday.
Yeah.
If we have to rough niggas up, hey, let's do that. But I will break you off a certain percentage.
Straight.
Yeah. Hey, 70,000 kwacha in this day and age. Do you know how hard things are out there?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
It's some bullshit, man. Y'all need to stay woke.
Hey, too much. Read your Bibles your own, by your own. You know what I mean? Research some of these things. Don't let people take advantage of you because you don't have the knowledge.
Yeah. Straight up.
Stop listening to these bubblegum preachers, man.
Yeah, man. They can all get the fuck out of here. So, Chefy, we never talked about his freestyle.
That's what's there to say?
you're like really
Chefy equals dope. Finish.
You're like super happy at the jab he took at KB, isn't it?
No, it's funny
because it's hip hop.
No, it's funny because Kachinga always talks about Chefy, and he always says Chefy is a quiet dude and all of that, but like there's craziness in that brain, and sometimes it comes out. Chefy looks like he's happy with everybody in the game, but he's not. He told me once of a story where apparently somebody gave Kachinga gave Chefy and somebody else a couple of t-shirts to wear, and there were 2 t-shirts. So Chefy gets one and the other guy gets one, and then there was a third one on the table, and then Chefy picked it up, and then he goes like "Ngay," and then the guy goes like ngorefa to ascend, and then he goes like, oh, nachimona kwati yakupere mbwa.
Wow. The fuck?
And it's like, yo, wait,
he said this with a straight face?
So it's kind of like, where's that coming from? So for me, the reason why when Pre-Season dropped, I was like, this is obviously going to be some fire. It's a freestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's going all the way in. Listen to it. Obviously, Mans was going all the way in. And the crazy thing is that the jab at KB, where he says, KB could have signed me, right? KB said that.
Yeah.
KB said that. KB said, I could have signed Chefy 187, but I thought he sounded like his brother, which I totally disagree. There's no point at all when Chefy ever sounded like Magito. At all. All right? So he made that clear. And then obviously they did My Diary. I don't know if that was part whatever. And Chefy rapped his bars after that, da 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 da. So like for him to come out now, after part 6 has even, My Diary part 6 has dropped.
You know what I think? I think he was appalled by that. Because, I think this is what I think KB does. He sends the hook and the part where the guys do their rap, but he doesn't add the commentary in there because he's got that little thing. He says a few things before a nigga raps. So KB probably recorded that after Chefy sent his vocals. He's like, I could have signed him, man. Blah. And then nigga heard the record. He was probably like, what? Okay. He probably felt a way about that. I really think he felt a way. And so that's why he dropped those bars. Because he says it's it doesn't matter that KB said that he already mentioned it, I think, at this point. It's like, how did Chefy feel after listening to that record? Because the line, what he goes on, he literally says is, KB could have signed me, I was right there. Like, I was right there. Yeah, Shanidia. Too blinded na alpha. You know what I mean? And Chefy's petty, man. Like, and he lets the track breathe after that. For like a few seconds, you don't hear shit. And I'm like, it's like, whoa. Like, that was like a pregnant point where it's like, yo, I want this message to be heard. I want you to hear this. This is just not a bar, and I'm not just gonna say this and move on. I want you to hear this. Because like when niggas do that, where they like say some shit and stay quiet, they want you to think about what they just said. So that, he was trying to prove a point. And he did. And he did. I wonder how Alpha is gonna feel about that. You know what I mean? Because it is kind of a jab at him too. Because it's kind of like, yo, you could have signed Lionel Messi, bro. But you signed Mayuka. Oh, wow. Okay. What? Is this like is that your official comparison, or is this just an example? This is just an example. Of course it's just an example. You're such an asshole. Nah, nigga, like, why you think Mayuka's a bad man? Oh, really? Yeah. Wow. Lionel Messi and Mayuka. Bruh. Like Mayuka went to Southampton and he failed to make an impact.
He went to Southampton. He went.
But he failed to make an impact.
He went.
So going there is the significant part.
Yeah.
What he did there doesn't matter.
EPL, bro.
Yeah, but you see, is he still in the EPL?
He's not in the EPL, but
Yeah,
like
exactly.
he went there at least. He played. He sat on those benches. He was there.
They didn't even take him to Division 2, bro. Not even the championship side, like where he could have gone to Middlesbrough, Blackpool, or some shit. Cardiff City,
Dundee United, Sheffield Wednesday.
Yes, he couldn't even go there.
No, but like
He wasn't good enough for those teams.
No, the thing is that he went to the EPL. When's the last time? When did we ever have a player in the EPL?
Kalusha didn't play in the EPL. He played in Belgium.
Yeah.
Probably never. Well, I know Sunzu, I believe, was supposed to go to Arsenal or something. He went there for trials. Is that for real? Or is that just like a fucking myth?
He probably went for trials because there was a time when Sunzu was hot fire.
Yeah. After he scored the penalty in the final in 2012.
Absolutely, you know.
Yeah, I still think he's one of the best defenders in the world.
That's not my official comparison, but I'm just saying it's kind of like that situation.
But let's not pretend like Alpha didn't make it big. Like he was going head to head with Slap at some point.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
But like, I think that was it was the initial emergence.
Alpha was killing it. He was bodying shit out here. Yeah, yo guys, he was. Rumor when he did Rumor, it was like yo,
that was absolutely shit. Dope. Yeah, he was definitely killing shit.
Yeah. It's just consistency. I feel like if he had continued on that wave, if he didn't beef with KB and then they separated, you know, but then I just don't get it how he wasn't able to make his own shit after that. It's like you're not tied to him contractually. Like you didn't say you can't perform anywhere if you.
But he still does his thing.
I mean, he's back working with KB. After he got back with KB, that's when he made a few hits. He's back out here doing his thing. But I think, he could have done a T-Sean. If he really was beefing with KB and he felt he could do it on his own, T-Sean went out there and T-Sean is where he is now.
Yeah, T-Sean is huge. T-Sean is
yo, man, Mans is such a superstar, man. Like I was at TFP studio and he had come through to listen to TFP's new track, that Drop It with Mike Burner. And it's like TFP studio is like super dark, but Mans had his sunglasses on, bro. Just chilling in the corner, bro. It's just coasting, and it's like you're not gonna ask him like, yo, why you got your glasses on? That's fucking T-Sean, bro. Yeah, superstar, man. I mean, big shout out to T-Sean, man. He's doing his thing. From the time I think I used to stay at my uncle's place in Chilenje, because Bala Empire is him and T-Boy. They've always been together, and there was pass through all of that stuff when just starting out and all of that. So now to see them where they're at, and it's brilliant. T-Sean is a legend. Okay. He can stop dropping new music and he can eat off his catalog for the rest of his life. Yeah, but I feel like now he's probably getting into his prime. More and more. Now. I feel like he's getting into his prime more and more. Because like I feel like people always knew that T-Sean was bad news. But now I feel like people are like, okay. Yeah, you can't fuck with Baila. Now people, it's like the word is spreading, the Caponias and all of that, Oh, he's touching the streets like that. It's touching the streets like that now. And when were we together when we heard a street dude? Yeah. He sang like more like oh, like yo, that's how you know you made it. That's how you know you've made it. Drunk ass dude. Just random drunk ass niggas. Like the only thing that is saying and I'm like, yo, there you go. Salute. But anyway, that's that about Pre-Season, man. So he's in album mode. I believe I don't know this for a fact. Get him. But yo,
Get him.
It's called Pre-Season for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, Chefy likes to drop his albums like at the beginning of the year and then dominate the rest of the year. He did that with Heart of a Lion.
Yeah.
He did that with this album that he dropped.
Amnesia.
Amnesia.
Brilliant. Classic album.
Yeah. Great album.
Great album.
We gotta go. Y'all have 2 episodes to binge on this week, so enjoy that.
It's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Gonna be nice. Must be nice to have 2 episodes.
I know, right? Enjoy. Must be nice, for real.
Must be nice.
All right, so make sure that you subscribe to the podcast. We really appreciate the reviews that you're giving us on Apple Podcasts. And if you're listening on SoundCloud, make sure that you drop a comment and remember to follow us. And then on YouTube, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, leave a comment in the comment section, and yeah, you'll be the first to, when you subscribe, whenever we post up something, you'll be able to see it. And then if you're listening on Google Podcast, subscribe, of course. You know, just then also follow us on social media.
Yes.
Raw Con Podcast on Twitter, Raw Conversations Podcast on Instagram, Facebook is Raw Conversations with Chromez and Fanatik. And yeah, we'll be back next week for more fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.